Hi, everybody. This is Freddie right here, representative of Athletes of the World. This is the first podcast or whatever you call it, video. Today, I have a guest very dear to me. That's my brother right here. We played in high school. The Rock. We want to stay together, but more importantly, we have fun, right? Like the bond that we had. Everybody in that team was just special, right? But this is my brother. This is the first. That's the first name that came in my mind. I don't even know why, but I just want to interview him, have keep up an insight from his view, and what we're about, athletes coming to another country, maybe another state, and living another experience. So I think that was a great idea to just bring him on and just share whatever he felt. So without waiting more, I'm gonna add him right now.
What's
Yo,
good? What's
it's
up,
good,
Freddie?
it's good.
Nice
But
seeing
yeah,
you, man.
Christian, man. So tell him, introduction. Who are you? What's your name? Where are you
Yeah,
from?
my name is Christian Benzon. I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark. Born and raised. I came to the States, I think in 2010, and played high school alongside Freddie. And we had, just from hearing your intro, I mean, we had fun and we were like brothers. It was a special bond we had in high school for sure. We won state together. Ended up getting a scholarship to University of Evansville, and played there for 4 years. Also
Hold on,
played.
hold on. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get
All
to
right,
it.
all right, all right. We'll get to it
At
later.
first, man, what's your favorite food, bro? What's your favorite food?
Man, it's tough to say. I don't even know, to be honest. I like all types of food, man. I'm probably like some easy like burger or pizza, something like that. But I mean, to be
Burger
honest,
and pizza.
yeah, that's probably like my go-tos.
What about here in the United States? What was your favorite like go to?
I think
Let's say in
Zaxby's for
Florida.
sure. Zaxby's. It had to be Zaxby's.
Zaxby's. What?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Zaxby's was smacking.
It was. It was.
Yo, Zaxby's was dope. Thanks.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist? Still Drake?
Still Drake. Man, I
Hey,
remember we used to have some heated conversations back then. I
hate
was
it.
like, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And you were like, nah, he's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT.
I used to be Kendrick all the way, dog. But yo,
Yeah, yeah,
Drake's tough. Drake is tough.
yeah. He's tough. He's tough, man. He's a Canada boy, man. That's
Yeah, he is. He
you.
is. I just, I'm just harsh on him. No, but
Yeah, I
he's
know. Yeah,
Drake out there, bro.
yeah, he's tough, especially when he just dropped that lemon pepper. Shit.
Ooh, the lemon pepper. But
You,
bro, on that second song with Lil Baby had him though.
he did. He did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lil
Little
Baby
Baby
went
was nice.
crazy.
Yeah, he did. He did. But on that lemon pepper, that girl singing, she's actually Danish. They sampled a Danish
Singer?
artist. Yeah, yeah.
What's her name? Let me write it down.
Coco Keo or something like that. I can send you later, but
But yeah, send it to me. Cause I
yeah,
wanna. She nice?
I haven't really. I didn't know of her before. So
Oh, you just knew the sample from.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got you. What's your favorite sport?
Obviously basketball.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
Like me, it's not, bro.
Oh, really? What's yours?
Soccer?
Okay, yeah, I can see that too. I've never been a big soccer guy. I watch it, I like it, but definitely basketball. I just feel like it's just exciting in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basketball, to be honest, like I say if soccer is my favorite, but yo, basketball is just too exciting to watch as well.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah,
basketball is different, bro.
it is. It is.
So what made you play basketball and when did you start?
Oh man, I started when I was. So hold on, my sister brought me to the gym when I was 6 years old. So I came to
Mm-hmm.
the first practice, but I was too shy to play.
Mm-hmm.
So I practiced for like 30 minutes and left because I was just too shy. I couldn't handle it. So when I was 9 years old, my brother started playing basketball, and so I
Yeah.
used to I used to sit there in the gym for like 6 months watching his
Mm-hmm.
practices, but I would never go out there because I was too shy. And then in the end, like after 6 months, the coach was just like, "All right," she just like literally just dragged me out to the court and was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Here you go. Now you're playing too." So that's basically how it all started.
And you just fell in love with it. It was hard at first.
Man, I think I just fell in love with it. My sister, she played it as well. My brother was playing it, and I just loved everything about it. So
Mm-hmm. So yeah, your family basically they were good with what you was doing. Like they liked that you was doing basketball. They had some other plans with you. I'm asking that because some parents, like, you know, they don't. Me personally, like my dad used to play basketball, soccer, right, when he was little. But then he had the choice. Back then, it's like, okay, you either go pro or either you go to school. Like you cannot do both. You can do both, like we did, right?
Yeah.
So he chose to just go to school. But I know about the voice it was telling me was like, man, I should have just went and played soccer. So, you know?
I feel like my mom was pretty. She was actually really supportive.
Good.
Yeah, so I've definitely had her. Definitely, she had my back, I should say. She even let me leave the country. I went to Croatia when I was like 15 years old to play there for like half a year, and she supported me in that. And then right after, when I turned 16, she basically allowed me to go to the States, and I've spent 7 years in the States. So
7. Me too, bro. Wait, it's gonna be my 10th.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy how you know how fast it goes, right?
I would have never thought my whole life, never thought I would be in the United States. I swear. Never thought. It's crazy. How was hooping in Denmark though?
Man, it was fun. I just loved everything about it. I could just see myself developing year after year until I was like ready to move to the next level. You know, going to the States. So definitely loved everything about it. But also I needed another challenge. So
what was the difference? You know, for example, because I'm gonna ask you that. What team you were on in Denmark?
Well,
like you was playing for the school or
no. So in Denmark we don't really have school teams. You go to school and then you go do your club sports after. So all sports are like clubs. So I just played for a club called Caesar. And we just traveled in, all kind of countries here in Europe and played games. But we also played, in Denmark. And we just we were really fortunate to be a very good team. And so, yeah, that's basically how that.
Did you play with Soren?
I did play with Soren.
Soren Olsen is one of our. He's an interesting guy, man. One of my guys too.
Yeah, he's
an interesting guy.
And he can shoot. He can shoot.
Yeah, he can shoot.
Yeah, he's a shooter.
So you play with Soren in that team?
Yeah, I did. So when we were like I think 11 or 12, Soren joined my team, and then we played together for 2 or 3 years, and won different championships together, and just had a lot of fun. And then I moved.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
So what about the U.S.? How was the process to get there? Like I'm talking about visa, I-20s, all that kind of stuff. Like was it hard coming from Europe?
Yeah, it was, and you got to think about it. This was back in 2010, right? So we were just not as up to date as we are now. So the whole visa process, man, I'm telling you, I applied for a visa then, but I also had to apply for a new visa when I went into college, and then just 3 years later, I could already see improvements. So back then, it was just, it was just dragging. Answering all these questions. I know they do it for security, but like questions like, are you a terrorist or are you planning on bombing stuff when you were like 14, 15 years old?
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like, but that's how they do it. So you got to respect that. But yeah, it was a little bit dragging, with that whole passport thing, but eventually it worked out. So
I don't know why. So especially Europe, like my girlfriend from Europe as well, it's kind of hard even to renew the visa, bro. It's like it's tough.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I understand they want to be secure and all this stuff, but it's also tough to say because I'm not. I don't know what they see on a daily basis, so it's hard to judge them, on that, right? But it's definitely. I remember back then it was really dragging all those questions, and it took forever.
So I already know. I already know.
Yeah.
It was hard to come. It was hard to come to the United States, even more after the 9/11. Obviously, I was young, but I think that's what really made it hard for everybody just come to the United States.
Yeah.
Sure. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you something. What year you came in 2009, right?
No, 2010.
2010? Oh, so you came a year before me? I thought you came 2 years before me.
No, I came 2010. Yeah, for
2010.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you came your sophomore year?
Yeah, it was my sophomore year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Yeah.
So yeah, were you nervous or
To be honest,
first time away from your fam,
I mean, to be honest,
all
man,
that basketball?
I was just, to be honest, I was ready. This was my
Yeah.
dream. Growing up watching Kobe playing, in high school, that was my dream.
Rest in
So
peace.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so I was just, I really wasn't nervous at all. I was just ready to go there and do the best I could.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Me too, man. I wasn't nervous
yeah,
at all. I don't even
yeah.
know why, but I just wasn't nervous.
No, no, right. But in that age, I feel like you're so motivated. You're just ready to hoop. So end of the day, you're gonna make friends, and you're just gonna, be playing. So
Nah, bro, because I coach kids, not kids in high school, bro. But
hmm
I
hmm
put myself in their booth. But I see a lot of people that come from different backgrounds, and they
hmm
nervous. Like it's like, oh,
yeah,
I'm
okay.
away from my family.
Yeah,
They what you call it,
homesick.
homesick,
Yeah, homesick. Yeah,
all that,
that
So
that yeah, that homesickness didn't really hit me until Christmas and New Year's. That's when it really hit me that first year. That was tough, man. I was going through it. I was homesick
I
for
don't
sure.
even think it hit me, but it's because I'm just neighbor. I'm the neighbor country. Like
Yeah,
if I was just
yeah,
born in Canada, and I'm good.
yeah. I feel you.
But yeah, when you got to the United States, is it what you thought about is gonna be like? I'm talking about everything.
Man, to be honest, it really wasn't. Well, it kind of was and wasn't. I will
Hmm.
say, from a standpoint that the school we went to was really religious,
Hmm.
uh, and I wasn't really used to that coming from back home. So that was a big change for me to seeing that. I didn't
Hmm.
expect that. Basketball wise, also the speed and the athleticism was way higher, than in Denmark as well. So that was a big change too. Um, Luckily, I had a really nice host family
Hmm.
that I stayed with. So that was really great, and that's something I could relate to from home. But besides that, there was some big changes for sure.
Right. I mean, you talk about the change of that was gonna be my next question. Like, what's
hmm
the change like? From basketball Denmark and US, and you said it,
hmm
bro. Athletically wise, and just the speed of the game was, I think, it was different.
Man, it was different, man. I'm telling you,
But you
it was.
blend right in, bro. You acting like you wasn't athletic. Man, get
No,
out of
no,
there.
no, no. Okay, so
This
so so
man blend right in the system.
I'm
Yeah,
not
acting like
gonna.
he was all slow and everything, but it was like a 6'7" point guard.
I'm not
Stop
gonna.
boosting.
I'm not gonna say I wasn't athletic. I'm not gonna say that at all. I'm just saying I was used to me being like the only person that was athletic, or
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're
and I
saying.
could just blow by anybody. To when all of a sudden I'm standing in front of Alan Chiga, who is what 6'7", 6'8", and has the longest arms in the world, and he was just stripping me, and I was like, okay,
Bro,
I've never seen this before. You know what I mean?
Allen was something, G. I
Yeah, he
remember
was.
first
He was.
practice, first pickup game, bro.
Yeah.
I think I come off a screen, bro. No, fast break. I
Yeah.
think I'm alone. Like
Yeah.
I'm in Cameroon. I'm good. Bro, I put it right here. I just slide that
It's just
on
like,
my backboard. Pow. I was like,
it's,
dang. Yeah,
I'm
it's a,
telling you,
it's a new level
yeah,
here.
he was. I'm telling you, like him and Glenn the first year, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, these boys, they tough, they tough.
be tough.
Yeah,
Be tough. I know it was different.
he was.
Imagine if it was. Anyways, that's another question. If he didn't get hurt, oh gosh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really hurt him that senior year. I always felt bad for him because I know that he really wanted to play with us the last year, and I know what he could have
Everything
contributed
was built
with
up
as
to that
well.
year.
It was.
Everything was built up to
They
that year.
they came they
Everything.
came freshman year. I came sophomore year, and some people came junior year, and we just all just built this crazy team. We were ranked number 10 in the nation, even though we beat number 1, 5, and 7.
Yep.
Throughout the year. So it was just this team was just wild. It was just
And came
crazy.
unranked.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. Anyways, what was the biggest culture shock you would say?
Culture shock. Well, I don't know. I mean, I would probably say I wouldn't say. Maybe the religiousness. That was probably a culture shock, but I would just say everything is just so much bigger in the States in general, and so I had to get used to that. Everything is just bigger.
Yeah, that's
So
facts.
that was probably the biggest one. Yeah.
And what was like your favorite moment in high school? You know,
Oh man, that was winning state for sure. And when we
winning
won,
state.
yeah, when we won state, man, I was truly happy because that was like 3 years of hard work, sweat and tears. Just
Oh, really sweat with the Coach Harden. Yeah,
yeah,
sweat.
yeah, sweat, yeah, sweat. Yeah, I remember you passed. Was it you or was it Devon who
It
passed
was
out one time?
Devon, bro.
That was
Devon
Devon.
passed
Okay,
out.
okay.
Hey, no. Me too, though. I fell that one day, though.
Yeah,
He was running
okay.
too much suicide. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
for
what I'm
what.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
I
People
fell
used
on the
to,
ground.
that's what I'm saying. People used to pass out, and that Florida heat is no joke. That's no joke.
I always told him, I said, you know, that year, like I'm talking about the Rock preparing me for college because, bro, it wasn't for me. I'm talking just for me. Like our preseason was preseason for real.
Yeah,
Like I was ready. You see what I'm saying? Like everywhere else I went, I was like, oh, I mean, in high school was different though.
yeah, it was.
So I'm kind of ready for it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So how, the process to get to school? That's my other question. How was it, for you?
Getting to college or
Get a
getting
scholarship. Yeah, get a scholarship, get into college. Yeah.
Oh man, I'll tell you this, man. It was crazy ups and downs, highs and lows. My sophomore year, I was going into my junior year. I was at an AAU tournament, and the coach down at SMU, I forget his name now. He sees one games and offer. Basically, you're not allowed
Straight up.
to. You're not allowed to offer, I guess, right there. But he was like, hey, you got an offer, right?
SMU. Wow.
SMU, my sophomore year. So I'm thinking, my sophomore year going to my junior, I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna be good. I'm going to Duke, and my junior year was really, really great, and I had a bunch of interest and different schools, and it all ended up, me, not being able to being as successful with the ACT. I ended up getting the 18 overall, but I was struggling with that a little bit, and that held schools from picking me. I had Harvard flying down. From
I remember that.
Yeah, they're flying down from Boston, watching me work out, and telling me they want me to be the next Jeremy Lin. But all I had to do was get a 23 on the ACT.
23.
I wasn't able to get that, man. And looking back, I really, truly, really regret that because, end of the day, basketball, that's obviously you want to go to the best and the biggest schools, but when you get an opportunity to go to Harvard and be set for the rest of your life because of school, because I would obviously
school and basketball, because basketball is not bad at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So that's one thing I look back at and kind of regret. But basically ups and downs. I don't think I got a scholarship until like April or beginning of May. It's the beginning of May, my senior year. That's when I signed. So, just that whole roller coaster from getting the offer off the bat from SMU to all of a sudden all schools basically just dropping me because I can't get that 18 on the ACT. I'm like 16, 17, and yeah, that was just ups and downs, man.
Ups and downs for a lot, and then it's a lot too because I mean, of course you got host family, which my host family as well. I think it's the same thing with you. They family to me, like it's my family, right?
Yeah.
But coming from, when the process is different from people my parents are African, right? My mom, she didn't really play sport like that. I told you about my dad, right? But trying to explain them the process, all they think about, you got to sign to school, you got to do this. I'm like, yo, it's not that easy, you can have interest, but it's different. Like if they got to offer you, or there's some stuff that goes into it as well. Like you're talking about the ACT. Me, I had a problem with the clearinghouse, which was hell. Like clearinghouse was a different.
Clearinghouse was tough. Yeah.
Different beast, like and stuff like that, right? And
the clearinghouse was a tough one as well. It was just there was a lot of different aspects. The ACT. I also had to take the TOEFL. And the TOEFL was easy though, but all those things, and then your GPA. I think my GPA was over 3.75, so that wasn't an issue, But it's all the other things. But it's tough, man. It's really tough. There's not that many scholarships out there, and
not that many. And some of them, I'm not gonna. It's just that, basketball. I won't say it like that, but I think it's not luck. It's more connections, or we're being in the right place at the right time. And I see that a lot with. Just players in general that, had scholarships, and it was there at the right place, right time. They did the right thing. You did the right thing at SMU. At the AAU tournament. for
Yeah,
SMU to watch you, like you did the right thing. It just didn't fall out
yeah.
the way that you wanted to do.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's all that has a huge part of it too. Because I think I lost my top 5 I wanted to go to my senior year. I think 2 or 3 of them of the coaches either got fired or resigned.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's my senior year. So I'm sitting there. Okay, now I have these 2 bottom schools. Okay, that's the reason why they were in the bottom. Why I didn't want to go to them in the first place. Do I really want to go there? Maybe reconsider.
And I remember actually we went to the same it was like an unsigned senior thing. You remember? You went off though. Remember that?
Yeah,
Like I remember we went to that thing in Florida.
Yeah.
It's just part of the journey, I guess. But it kind of stressful though. It's not fun at all to be in.
It's not that whole. I think my host mom could feel it on me too, because I was just stressed. I was working out, my whole senior year just working out, and I couldn't really sleep. I never really slept well, and I think she could see it in me because I didn't have that peace. I didn't know. Okay, you're going to this school, you're going there. I didn't have that peace because I didn't know what was going to happen the next year.
Anyways, so yeah, I was Evansville.
Yeah, man, that was a culture shock from Florida as well. That's
he's in dang, Evansville in tell me.
Southern
It's in Midwest, right?
Midwest. It's Southern Indiana, and that's completely different from Florida. I'll tell you that. I had fun, man. And, the things that really attracted me by the school was definitely the guys that were there, my teammates. Just seeing how fun they had and the things they were able to do and the conference they played in, the teams they played against, and the setup they had at the school, all those things were just a huge, factor in me choosing that school. We had really great times. We ended up winning the CIT, I think, junior year, where we should have went to the tourney, but we lost on the buzzer beater to UNI.
I seen that game.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I'm telling you, I've never been so hurt before.
You cried?
Yeah, I think I cried. I think everybody was crying out in the locker room.
Yeah, it's effective. Like everybody cried.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it reminded me of high school, right? We used 3 years to get to that point, and when we finally got there, in high school, we won.
Y'all was hooping.
We won it, yeah. But this time we got all the way there, and then, the last, Washburn shoots the shot, it hits the back rim. The buzzer sounds, the ball flies way up in the sky over the backboard. And then it just drops right in. I'm telling you.
No, I remember y'all season, bro, because I was like, man, y'all whoop at Evansville right now. Like I was like, they're going to the March Madness, which is the goal for me. Like it was the ultimate goal for me. Like I didn't care about NBA, nothing. It's like I want to go to the March Madness.
Yeah, me too.
And y'all was like this.
We were right there. I remember I turned around, just looked into our stands, looked at the fans. I just remember just seeing, the fans just crying, just bawling out, like because they were excited too. That was our year. So didn't plan out though.
Hey, everything happened for a reason, man.
That's true.
So you did all 4 years there?
I did all 4 years.
Created bonds, family right there for sure, for life.
For sure. Definitely have a lot of great memories, a lot of great friends. Have some friends that play in Europe as well that I go visit sometimes because it's closer. And man, it's just really, really special. We were really close, and I could feel that. And that's what I was talking about my visit too. When I came there, I could just feel that these guys were just different, man. They had that, that family, that bond like we used to have in high school. So that was definitely a huge factor why I chose the school.
You did the right choice, man. And what about the difference between high school and D1? Did you feel one or?
Yeah, man. I feel that. I mean, it was tough too. They were just way more athletic. Again, everybody was super athletic. D1. It's just crazy, and the pace is crazy, and the shape you got to be in, and they count on you to perform. Every single time you step foot on the court, and
it's business.
It's just business. It's business. And even though I love basketball so much, I kind of hate. I kind of hate that towards the end, I stopped falling in love with basketball because it came so much business. So to begin with, I had fun and all this stuff, but then throughout the years, it became more and more business and less, having fun about it. And it kind of drained me a little bit.
It happened the same with me. You did. That's why I really did a break too, like for 2 years now, because of that. Because of that. Whoa.
Yeah.
Different,
That's
right?
serious. That's serious.
And it's different because I don't know if I told you, but like I got hurt twice in a row. Very injuries, like bad injuries, 2 times in a row. And then, it's like I want to take a break too. Like, hey, yo, I know like I can work and I can, live and stuff like that. But it looks like they want you to produce so bad that they didn't give you no break. Like you gotta go back, work out, work out, work out. So it take a toll on your body, your mental as well. It's like you said, it's business. You just have to produce. Like
yeah, you have to produce at all times, but also when you're playing, when you're not getting as much playing time, you want to prove yourself, right? So you also push yourself, and sometimes, you gotta be able to look, in the long run, and you gotta be able to take better care of yourself and not just always just push so hard. I guess I should say. Of course, you want to work hard, but sometimes you gotta be smart too, because it's your body and it's your life.
Right, and that's something I would say. That's funny that you brought this up because as international athlete, I mentioned how your family is away too as well, right? Me personally, I think that's where the Americans had the up on us because at the same time, it's like it's hard for us to get protected because everybody's like away. So for you, if somebody's like, "Hey, yo, you gotta go play," it's like, I gotta go play.
Exactly.
And that's how you feel, but your ankle hurt, like your ankle burning right now.
Yeah, I know.
Or you want to rest, but you can't really. It's like, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
I think some coaches know that too. They know that.
Yeah. I mean, the sad, man. I know I hate to. I don't want to bring anybody down, but I just feel like there's so much pressure on these kids from the coaches because the coaches can lose their job if they don't win. They lose their job, so that's the business, right? So they're gonna do everything they can to make sure that these kids are playing, and make sure they get the right treatment. All these things, obviously as well. But at the end of the day, sometimes some kids they get pushed too far, and then they either there's too much pressure on them, so they want them back faster. So they do all these things, and maybe they're not ready to come back. And that's when you see them get hurt. Unfortunately, I had a teammate that went through that stuff, and I just feel bad. I felt so bad for him because I could see how there was a lot of pressure on him coming back, and they kept giving him all the right treatments, all the surgeries, and all these things. But
because it costs money too. When you think about it.
But it was just too much. He should have been. He should have had longer time to rest, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. I completely agree. Me too. I'm lucky, man. After that second one, like I was like, damn. I mean, I remember I got hurt. I was like, I'm not even gonna play basketball no more. I really got lucky, and I can't feel what your teammate felt. Like exactly how you felt, and it's hard, man. It's tough.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
I think they're doing it right now. I think D1s like D2s, like JUCOs and everything, like they should put a mental specialist like for the team or for the sports in general that they can always go to and just talk to. It's so important because I've seen some stuff where kids are just lost, bro. Like they don't know what to do.
Man, and not only that, you gotta think about too, from coming from a D1 perspective, not only that, but I think I agree with you. There should definitely be some mental, they just need
somebody there,
some guidance, and some, because man, you got people coming from all kind of different neighborhoods and
countries
and living standards, right? And they put you in a place, in a city, and say, here you go, you are here now, and you just got to be able to perform, play basketball, interviews, and all these things. And it's not always easy on the mental, on the mental part, because sometimes, even though you're doing your thing, you feel lonely and you have bad days as well, and then it's not fun to be confronted with all these things. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it all again, but I'm just saying that some of these kids, like you said, they need guidance, and it's not an easy transition for everybody.
At all. And I, like you said, like knowing the knowledge right now, I'm definitely like just the whole process, the journey, I'll definitely be more prepared, right? But in general, it's like when you go through it, you go through it.
Go through it, man.
But you know what though? I think this 4 years that you live, like me too, my process in college, bro, it made me appreciate it so much more. And then the bonds that I created is like you create bonds in like, when you look at your brother suffering with you, you're like, oh yeah, this is my guy for life. And then
exactly.
It makes you more like, enjoy it as much. Like college was great, bro.
It was.
Like amazing. Like I miss it. Like, I miss it as well. It's like, but of course the bad times made it good as well.
Yeah.
Let's say it like that.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true. And people keep saying, "Oh, that's going to be the best 4 years of your life," and I always felt that was kind of cliche. And I'm not going to say it's the best 4 years of my life, but I'll say it's the most special years I've had because you are put in this bubble where you live, on a campus. You're surrounded by your team and specific people, and it's just that little bubble in a city, and it's just special. It's just very
special.
unique. Yeah,
This is special.
yeah.
And they gotta start paying athletes too, because for what we're putting, bro. No. You gotta pay. That's work. I know it's scholarship and everything, but guys, like it's like workout, boom, boom, boom. Then you go back home, it's 9 o'clock, 10, and then you gotta do homework, and then tomorrow is the same thing all over again.
Yeah. I remember my freshman year. I would literally, there were some days I would come to campus at 8 and I would go home at 8, at night. And in between, I had, several practices and classes and, and I feel like the NCAA is doing their best not to pay.
Not to pay. They got to pay. They're giving us stipends now. The stipends.
Yeah. But it's also tough because I think it will take, if you start giving people, the kids contracts, it's going to be a complete different scenario. But at the same time, the workload, they should definitely be paid. Be paid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. While the coach making $5 million, anyways.
Yeah.
So we kind of talked about it a little bit, but I'm gonna ask you again more specifically.
Yeah.
It's what was the biggest obstacle that you had to overcome? Let's say maybe just from high school to college, traveling, switching up countries, anything.
Yeah.
Basketball wise, anything.
Yeah, I think the biggest obstacle for me, the one that took the biggest toll on me, was probably, I would say, going from everything is in Danish to all of a sudden you're in an American classroom, and everything's in English. It's not only coming from Denmark. It's only your English classes where the book's in English. All of a sudden when you go to the States, everything's in English. I think that was a big one. The second one was in college. Not playing as much in the first years. I think that really took a toll on me. I was contemplating on leaving a couple of times because I didn't feel like I was quote unquote getting
diminished that you
getting the respect or just given the opportunities as I should. But I mean also that was just my opinion. They could have looked at it completely different. Maybe they couldn't use me in that type of system, but in the day I really feel like I wasn't used as well as I could have. Maybe I didn't play it to my full potential, or didn't get to experience it at least until later on. Yeah,
and one question I had about that, because you mentioned the system, which is very important, right? Something I would advise people that goes, transfer from high school to college, or even JUCO to D1 or D2 or whatever, right? I think that's very important that you study the school. So important that you know exactly if you fit in the system. Because we've seen so many kids that talented, but they don't fit that system. They don't fit the exact what they want them to do. Like maybe it's a run and gun. If it's a run and gun team, you more, breaking down, going there, calling the plays. Maybe it's like that, or the inverse. It's a more, they run plays more, and you run and gun. You're not going to fit in the team like that. It's so important. Like guys, just study because you can waste, your years like that, just like this, because you're good, but you're not going to fit in the coach system. And for him, it's like you're not. If I have a system as a coach, right, I'm not going to put a player that's not fitting my system. That's not going to happen. No. But they just they being greedy by just bringing the best player they can, but they're not even going to use the person, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's how a lot of people, they end up getting stuck sitting off the end of the bench, right? Because they don't fit the system, and like you're saying, you gotta be able to study the system. I didn't study the system, and looking back at it, I should have studied the system because on the visit, I was just told, yeah, we run a motion offense, and I feel like, oh, motion offense. We played that all high school. Coming off the
Right.
triple, passing the ball, going back and forth, going 1-on-1. I can do this all day. That's me. Coming off screens, that's me. And we end up playing a system where you always screen away. You screen away for somebody who then cuts, and that system was made for shooters. And I'm not the best shooter. I'm not. I'm a attack, and obviously you can attack in that offense as well. But the lanes are not as open as there are. In a motion offense with 3 outside and 2 in. So I didn't fit that system. End of the day, I tried to convert to try to fit that system. I used 4 years on doing that, but I never truly, just naturally fit that system, and that's what hurt me.
My question is now, okay, so when they brought you in, exactly what was your role then for the team?
Well, to begin with, as a freshman, I don't think you have a role, but picking up, they wanted me, as we proceeded, they wanted me to be a defensive stopper. And we had a kid named DJ Ballantyne who.
Okay, I heard his name.
Yeah. He ended up setting the record for most points scored, and basically I was guarding him every day in practice, trying to make his life easier out there in the court. That's what I was doing the first years, just making practice hell for him, basically. So that's basically what I used the most.
Oh, you
time
probably
on.
did, because your own defense, you was scrappy.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he liked me one bit in practice. We had a great bond outside of practice, but in practice we used to get at each other. But at the end of the day, he ended up scoring the most points, right? So I did my part. Always came into the games to stop somebody. So that was never what I thought I was going to be. But that's what I ended up doing. So
okay. Yeah. Well, look. And what was your biggest? We already said that accomplishment as a student athlete. Yep. So yeah, in life, I asked you that.
Yeah.
What is your biggest accomplishment?
Man, my 2 daughters, man. My 2 daughters, they're everything.
Pretty sure you're gonna say that.
Yeah, that's a given. Man, I love these girls, man. I can't even really put words on it. It's just special, just breaking this thing where where black dads are not in the picture for their kids and all this stuff. That means so much to me. Because my dad, as many other people, he was not there as much in my life. I know some people don't even have it at all. My dad lived in Germany, so he lived in another country. Yeah. But he would come and visit us, a few times a year, maybe 2-3 times a year. So always growing up, I always promised myself, okay, no matter what you do when you grow up, you have to be there for your kids. You have to be there. You have to be the change for the next generation. My kids, they're not going to be able to say, "Oh, my dad was not there." There's no way. There's no way they can say that, and I don't want that for the next generation. We have to break this. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about that, bro. Because I have the exact same goal. And I've been trying to break that more in general, just in black men in general.
Yeah.
You guys be following what's happening in the United States? Not right now, but right now I will say, but the past year,
I'm hurt.
With all these killings and stuff like that. You guys in Denmark, like, how you guys feel about that?
Man, it's obviously it's not our reality or not our.
Yeah, exactly.
But we see it, and that was marches too here for Black Lives Matter. I know it's not as many people as in the States, but I remember Corona lockdown where everybody pretty much had to stay at home. I think it was like 15,000 people who showed up and walked the streets of Copenhagen. And it's just special to see because now, I lived in the States for 7 years, and I felt that thing for 7 years. So
especially Midwest. I'm not gonna, but Midwest is crazy.
Yeah, it's different. It's different, and I'm not saying it's a tough topic to get into. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
it is a tough. So no, I was just wondering about how was it in Denmark, or like you said, you did the march and everything. Me personally, racism is gonna be tough to kill. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's always gonna be there.
It's always gonna be there. So all you really gotta do is be yourself. Like. If you feel like if you feel like the way you can help is just maybe talk to somebody else about it, and not March, that's fine with you, but you just got to be okay with what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know how it was because, it was a big subject here. I was here in the middle.
It was crazy big in the world. But that was like the straw that broke the camel's back, right?
Yeah. It's just that. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, man, it's not the only incident. It's been going on for years, and it's still going on to this day. We see it every day, and I don't know what's going to have to. I don't know what they have to do to change it, but it has to change. That whole thing is killing people because they look different or look scary to you. That thing's dead.
Yeah, and it's worse now because back then, okay, there was racism, probably maybe more, but it's just that social media, the phone.
Yeah.
Like your phone, everything is just getting recorded, and you see stuff. Like me personally, if I see somebody like they're showing people dying, like I'm not watching. I don't want to watch that. For what?
No, but I'm saying, I think especially the States has never been more divided. I always felt that. I always felt like, it's not a hit on anybody in America. But I always felt like they were saying, "Oh yeah, we the land of the free, and we stick together. We have each other's back." But every time, they talk about how they came out, "Oh, I can do this by myself, so can you do it by yourself?" It seems like it's so. Seems like it's so divided. If I can do it, you can do it. It's not. They don't think, okay, I'm fortunate, I can do it. Maybe there's other people that isn't as fortunate. Maybe I should help them too. Where we have a different mindset in Denmark in general, where we like to help. Everybody.
Denmark is like ranked the first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Denmark is like ranked the best country in the world living wise. I always see lists like that. I'm like, damn, Christian living good.
we are fortunate, but we also help each other. We have. I think we're very fortunate. We have a small country of like 6 million people. I think that is easier to handle. But at the same time, here's about doing what's best for the majority and not doing what's best for you specifically. So,
yeah, man. I mean, I have a last question for you. It's do you have any advice for everybody that's trying to do the same thing that you did? A kiddo at 15, 16, trying to leave their country, coming to the United States and do exactly what you did. You have any advice for them?
Oh man, I have a lot of advice. I don't even know where to start.
I'm listening.
Yeah, first of all, they gotta be ready. When you're ready. When you can't hesitate going over to the States in the first place. If you hesitate, obviously you can have a little bit of doubt, because you're going to another country, but you gotta be ready, and then you gotta work your butt off because it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for sure. But also, like you were talking about earlier, mentally it's gonna be really, really tough, not only physically. But besides that, it's all about having fun and putting yourself in a position where you're able to be seen, and then go, just keep moving one day at a time, getting better. I feel like that's the most important things, and creating healthy relationships.
Healthy relationships, very important. Connect.
Yeah, that's very important. You gotta get some people around you that either are going for the same dreams, the same goals, or something that's standard. You can't be hanging around with people that don't want to do the same thing as you.
Yeah, you can't. So, they're gonna bring you down quick.
Either they're gonna bring you down, or they're just gonna show you different things that you shouldn't be focusing on.
Right.
When you have a goal, when you want to reach something.
So yeah, exactly. This is my last. Sorry. Yeah. So what goal you had coming to the United States?
Well, my goal was
ultimate goal.
My goal was looking back at it, man. My goal was so stupid.
NBA.
No, that was my first goal. That was my first goal when I was a kid, right? Then I came to high school. Well, then growing up and get a little bit older, my goal was to go to college, and possibly MBA after that. And then I came to the States, and I was like, because when I came to the States, you got to think about this. I just got an award where they voted me. I've won. My team won the Nordic Championships, so I got the MVP. So basically, I'm the best player
in Denmark.
In Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Iceland. Right? I'm the best player, right? So I'm going to the States, like, yeah, you guys ready for this, right? And then I go play, and I'm like, okay, that's a million of me over here. So I thought when I went over there, I really thought that I was the man, right? I was going to be in the top, but then I came over there and realized, damn, I'm not even like. There's a lot of good guys ahead of me already. You know, so
You feel like you accomplished your goal, though?
I feel like I did, to be honest, and that's why I only played a 1 year professional over here as well, because I felt like I really accomplished my goal. I came over to play in high school number 33, like I did my sophomore year, like Kobe. I got a scholarship to play D1 basketball. Played there for 4 years, got some crazy experiences, and actually ended up getting a little bit fed up with basketball, unfortunately. But I definitely feel like I reached my goal.
And how was pro? Go ahead. Finish.
I was gonna say if I could have made it to the NBA, you know, I wouldn't complain about it. But
you wouldn't complain.
But there's something important too, and I know that is a lot of American ballers are too cocky. You know what I mean? Everybody think they're gonna make it to the NBA, and that's great to have a mindset like that. But sometimes you got to be realistic too. You know, end of the day, you got to be able to. I'm not saying you shouldn't work hard and you shouldn't believe in yourself, because you can still do that and be realistic. You know.
Facts.
Yeah, but no, playing pro was completely different, man. I think. It depends on where you play pro in Europe, right? I played in Denmark we were the second best team here in Denmark, really good club and all that, and they were doing their best, but Danish basketball is not as evolved. So going from D1 basketball, where we had private jet and staying in Hilton hotels and playing arenas with plus 10,000 people, to go to Denmark in an arena that seats, you know, maybe 1,000 and maybe, you know, 500 people come, and we don't have to drive around in a bus, and we don't. I mean, not to bring them down at all, and you know, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not as evolved. So
I see what you're saying.
I think I got too spoiled too early. So when I came,
but the pay was good.
Well, it was. I lived off it. I was living off it. I would say I'm making more money now working, so it's not like I could have lived the rest of my life. Not at all. But it was decent money. I was living off it. So
what do you do now?
Well, actually, I'm getting my master's, and then I'm working in a company where I do marketing. So.
Hey, yo, why you copying my flow, bro?
Hey, that's.
I just received my master's August.
Awesome.
Yep. August in marketing, business.
Congrats,
marketing.
Man. Congrats.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you doing marketing?
I'm working marketing. Well, I'm studying international business and management, but I'm working in marketing right now.
You like it?
So far, yeah. So far, I like it.
I love marketing, man. Marketing is everybody need marketing. Everybody.
Yeah, no, everybody need marketing for sure. But I also want to explore. You know, I think I'm too young to settle only on one thing. I want to try some different things before. But I definitely love marketing. It's fun. It's definitely fun.
Well, yep. Let's wrap this up. Before we leave, Christian.
Yeah.
I have one. No, it's not a game, but it's just like, give me a top 5, or you don't have to be in top 5. Give me 5 international athletes that you admire, or you like, or you know.
Obviously Luka Doncic.
Luka.
Yeah, he's definitely.
International athlete. Yeah, say that. Yeah, I count him. After that, the 4 more student athletes.
Oh,
but they can't make it to the pro. But no, I count Luka because
okay. So you're asking for student athletes because
international student athletes that went here, you know, play sports. They could have went pro too, you know. But
I forget all the student athletes. I remember it was better when I was playing there. I forget. But yeah, I mean, you know, growing up, if I had to go, but this is basically the NBA. It's not student athletes, but aspire, you know, Tony Parker, you know, a player like that. Tony, you know, Ginobili, you know, players like that. You know, that was the one that I really admired and looked up to. Now seeing Luka Doncic, obviously he's a great player, but even not Ginobili. What's the point guard name? Came from Spain. I forget his name. Ricky Rubio. Yeah, but I you know, in Europe, I love watching him play. So yeah, but I mean, I don't think I have a top 5, to be honest. But I'll tell you this: definitely a Kobe and LeBron fan. So
Kobe and LeBron fan. How are you both?
Well, I've always been a Kobe fan since day one, and then obviously I've been a Lakers fan too. And then LeBron, he joined the team, and
Yeah, but I'm a Kobe to death, man.
Yeah,
Kobe, my God.
yeah.
I'm a
Kobe's-
LeBron. I respect LeBron. I don't know if I'm a fan. I respect him though a
yeah,
lot.
I respect him a lot too.
He probably top 3 ever. Top 5.
He's probably top 1. He's gotta
Chill, all right, bro. All right, that's how you gonna wrap it up. So is he better than Michael Jordan? No, he's not.
Hey, in my opinion, honestly, and I know this is a very unpopular opinion, and honestly, in my opinion, he is, because you gotta. So my point of view is Michael Jordan is a great player, obviously one of the best to ever do it. But he has the best legacy. He has the best legacy. But if you got to look if you look at the perfect basketball player who can contribute every single spot or statistic, you got to pick LeBron. He gets better stats. He does more. He does more for his team. Now, Michael Jordan, straight up killer. He'll go at you and he'll play defense. He'll score. But LeBron, he can just pass. He can defend. He can rebound. He can block. He can score. So to me, the overall, the
You say he
perfect
can
example.
defend. You say he can defend.
Yeah, defend. Yeah. So to me, the overall,
Okay.
the perfect basketball player overall is LeBron, but the best legacy is MJ. So
I'll go with it. Look, you're my guest. We're not gonna turn into it. All I'm gonna say is listen. 6'6". That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah,
6'6", defensive player of the year. I don't know how many times. You know what I'm saying? Taking a break 2 years in snack. Going to a casino, gambling, coming back, winning 3 more in a row. That's all I'm gonna say. Coming back at 40, dropping 22 a game. Come on, bro. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
The best
Having
legacy.
a swagger, hey, it created the fillet. Like I don't know if you know that. But
I'm not taking any way. I'm not taking anything away from MJ. I had a huge poster of him, in my room as well. I mean, obviously I can't take anything away from it, but to me, just LeBron is just bigger, stronger,
LeBron's
faster.
different, bro.
He's just
To be honest, let's like this. I put it like this: LeBron, GOAT; Kobe, GOAT; MJ, GOAT.
Go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's me too. I'm
Another one that is not getting mentioned a lot, but I consider him as the greatest of all time as well, is Hakeem. Hakeem Olajuwon, bro. What he did stats wise is freaking unmatched. He was wild.
Yeah. No, it is, and he doesn't always get the respect that he deserves, I would say. Yeah, but I think it's just because it's way back, so people don't remember, or but yeah, he is he's one of the GOATs too.
Yep. Well, Christian,
Yep.
Thank you for this time being the first one, episode 001. I appreciate your time a lot, and I hope that, bro, everything that you do, man, I hope you achieve it, my guy, for real. You deserve that shit.
Well,
I didn't even cuss the whole time, but I cussed just now. You deserve it, bro. Like, you deserve that, for real.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the kind words, and same to you, Freddie, man.
Oh, no, nothing, bro.
Man, we've been brothers since high school, man. And
since high school.
When we have
Christian, dog. What? 6'9" point guard?
Nah. Now it just grew like freaking 5 inches.
AKA Michael Jordan on the rim windmills. Hey, I was looking up to you too, man, when I came, bro. For real.
I appreciate it.
I look up to you. I was like, man, this man tough.
I appreciate it, man.
Very tough, bro.
Yeah,
anyways, everybody in that team inspired me, really. Everybody in that team inspired me.
Everybody had their thing, right? Had their swag.
Oh wow, everybody inspired me, man.
Yeah.
Like literally everybody. I remember Glenn. Bro, I don't know if you remember Glenn. He had that jumper like that. Bro, the senior year, he was automatic. Like he couldn't miss.
Yeah, automatic. Yeah. He's still.
I was like, whoa. From that corner, like the corner, the mid-range corner, you give him the ball there, it's a wrap. It's a bucket.
Yeah, he always used to fade. Like, he's the only person I ever met who walk in, 1-2 to a jump shot and still do a fadeaway. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was bucket though.
It's like, how do you do that, bro?
Man, have a good free. I don't want to go sleep, bro. You had to tire someday, probably.
Yeah, I did.
With the kids, man.
With the kids, yeah.
All right, my guy.
All right, man. Appreciate the talk, man. Take
No
care.
problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So yeah, guys, man, first episode, you know what I'm saying? Gang. But yeah, man, I hope y'all like it. We're gonna have more, definitely. This is my first one, but I have a lot more lined up. And yeah, man, I think it's gonna be fun. It was very nice to talk to my man. It's like I didn't talk to him in a long time. Really, and then that's the first time with me. And that's there's some stuff that I learned a lot from this podcast. I hope y'all learned too. And see y'all next time. Peace.